Yo, guys, what's up? We got the plays for you guys for Thursday Night Football. We got two more plays we're going to get into in 1 second. First, before we do, as you guys have all seen, we are on a really good run in the NBA, but today on Thursday with the NFL, obviously we're going to go back to the NFL, so make sure to drop a like on this video. I always appreciate it. Obviously, it's free. It just takes 1 second, so please go ahead, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either. We post NBA, college football, and NFL every single day on this channel, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos, and hopefully we could cash in the NFL today as well. Before we get into those plays, if you guys are new to the channel, or even if you've heard this before, you know what we're about to talk about, and that is the best advice I can possibly give you, or really anyone can give you, and this is all just really my way of giving back to you guys because it's basically guaranteed free money at the end of the day. So if you download the Sleeper app right here or the Chalkboard app right here, and the links to these apps are down below in the description of this video, you could go click those links and then download these apps. When you sign up, make sure to use promo code GHOST when you're signing up, and Chalkboard right here will give you a $100 deposit match and a free 0.5 square. And they have a ton of discounts on their app every single day. This is just a picture of what it looked like on NFL Sunday. They had 6 different discounts for NFL players on one day, which is ridiculous. They have an entire page just called promo where they have all of their discounts. So it's insane. It's available in any one of the colored states on this map. So if you live in any one of those states, you can download Chalkboard using code GHOST. You get $100 for free and a free square. Sleeper right here, similar deal. Sign up using code GHOST. They give you a $20 entry for free right away before you even deposit. So on Sleeper, you actually don't even have to deposit. You just get that $20 for free. And then when you eventually deposit, they will still give you a $100 deposit match and a free 0.5 square as well. They also have a ton of discounts on their app. So I would really recommend either one of those apps. Realistically, if you don't have either, get on both right now. It takes probably 5 minutes to do. You could get $220 for free and free squares. And then even past that, again, they have discounts every single day on their apps. So I cannot recommend it enough. I made my first couple thousands of dollars sports betting, like I say all the time, just taking advantage of deposit matches. So I want you guys to go do the same. Again, it takes 5 minutes. You get $220. So those links to those apps are down below in the description of this video. Click those links, download the apps, and make sure to use code GHOST before you deposit on those apps. As long as you have code GHOST in, you will get a ton of free money and a ton of free discounts. So make sure to go do that. Again, links are down below. But let's hop into the plays. So we got a pretty decent game here. We got the Ravens versus the Dolphins at the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. Pretty good matchup for pretty much both offenses. I mean, both these defenses are really bad. The over-under for the score is like 50.5. So we're just going to go to the first play here. We're going to be taking Jalen Waddle over 63.5 receiving yards. If you've seen Baltimore's defense so far this year, they've been very, very bad at defending wide receivers, specifically wide receiver ones. I mean, I was talking about this all the way back to last season, especially the first half of last season, or really the first 3 quarters of last season. Their pass defense, their secondary was absolutely atrocious. They're really bad to start off this season as well. I mean, overall, they've just not been playing great. They're what I want to say 2-5 now. So the Ravens just have not been playing up to what they want to right now, and their secondary is probably the biggest reason for that. Now, if you look at Jalen Waddle and what he's done since Tyreek Hill's gone out. Tyreek Hill went out during this Jets game right here. So then even the second half of that game, or whenever Tyreek went out, he ended the game with 48 yards because of that. And then since then, he had 110 yards, 95 yards, 99 yards. Then he had 15 yards in this game. However, there is a fat asterisk right there because of the fact that that was raining during that game. It was dumping pretty heavily, I believe, in that game. So I'm not looking too much into that. So other than that, these are really the 3 normal games right here. And he's had almost over 100 yards every single one of those games. So Jalen Waddle without Tyreek Hill has been playing very, very well. And now he has easily his best matchup out of these 5 games he's played without Tyreek Hill against Baltimore, who, again, like I just mentioned, really bad at stopping the pass this year. But then on top of that, very high-scoring game, like I said, or at least it should be a very high-scoring game, and they should be down by a lot. The spread right now is 8.5 in favor towards Baltimore, obviously. So if they're down the entire game, which they should be, and they're forced to pass the ball, then Jalen Waddle on top of that should also get more targets than he normally does against a worse defense than he normally plays. So 63.5 receiving yards for Jalen Waddle seems way too low. So definitely taking the over at 63.5 right there. Real quick, I will give a quick shout out to 22.5 longest reception. I mean, they've given this up almost every single game of the season to wide receiver ones. They've given up a longest reception of over 23 yards to 16 different receivers this year, which is again, atrocious. So I don't hate that either, but personally, I'm just going to take him over 63.5 yards. But if you guys want to switch that out for his longest reception, go ahead and do that. But then the second play for the Ravens is going to be over with Derrick Henry, and his line's at 90 yards, which I wanted to take before I saw that it was at 90. Once I saw that it was at 90 yards, I said, yeah, I'm okay. I'm good off that, man. I'm not taking Derrick Henry at 90 yards. What I will do, though, is I'll take Derrick Henry in prime time to get a long rush of over 20 yards. I mean, you could see what he's done recently. He has not been playing fantastic, although that is with Lamar out, so it's much more obvious they're going to be running the ball. It's way easier to just stack the box, and you don't really have to focus on passing the ball as much for the defensive sake. So you really are just focusing in on Derrick Henry, so it's much easier to stop him, which is a big reason of why he hasn't been playing great recently. But I mean, I don't love to use the whole argument of they're due, but I mean, if anyone was ever due to hit the over after they've been missing a single line a ton of games in a row, it would be Derrick Henry with the longest rush right here. So Miami's run defense is one of, if not the worst run defense in the entire league. They give up over 5 yards a carry, and this line specifically of a longest rush of 20 or more yards, they have given up to 6 out of the 8 teams they have played, or it was 5 of 7. They've only missed with 2 teams, and those 2 running backs that missed this was Bijan last week because he only had 9 carries in a blowout, and then week 1 to Jonathan Taylor, which was also a blowout, and he came out of the game early. So unless this game is a 20-plus point blowout, if Derrick Henry gets around 18, 17-plus carries in this game, he should be able to hit the over just like every single other back has against Miami. I mean, most teams that have played Miami, I mean, you even have the Jets. They were losing. Breece Hall still broke one. If you look at the running backs that have played Miami this year, almost every single running back has gone over their longest rush of 20 yards. And again, like I said, it's Derrick Henry. It's in prime time. He hasn't hit it in 4 straight games. I do think he's going to bounce back and hit it here. Obviously, we all expect him to get a longest rush of 20.5 yards somewhat soon because he hasn't got it in a while. And I do really believe it's going to be this game against a really bad Miami defense. Before last week, they were literally the worst run defense in the league. I do believe they're still the worst run defense in the league. So I like Derrick Henry to get a longest rush of at least 20. Plus, his line being at 90 yards, he's not going to hit that unless he gets a 20 long rush anyway. So I like that line right there. So those are going to be the 2 plays I got for you guys on Thursday. Real quick before we get out here, I'm going to show you over on the Chalkboard app. This is something that I like to remind you guys of. So again, if you download Chalkboard, and I know probably 90% of you guys watching don't have the Chalkboard app, if you download it right now and use that code GHOST that I was talking about, you get that $100 deposit match. You could put this play in. If you put $100 on it, it pays out actually $305. So it's an even better payout than Prizepicks just by a little bit. But obviously, do whatever you guys want with your own money. I'm not saying you should throw all 100 on this play. You probably shouldn't. But if you're a little bit riskier, you want to go for a long shot, let me know in the comments if you're going to tail and do this. But you could take that $100, put it on. If this play hits, you get cash for a little bit over $300. If it misses, you don't even lose any of your own money. So that could be really fun for you guys as well. But at the end of the day, just go make sure to get on the Chalkboard app. I'm telling you guys, that is legitimately the best advice I could give you. That's $100 for free and a free square when you sign up using code GHOST. And then again, same exact thing on Sleeper. It's $120 and a free square, and then a ton of discounts every single day, especially for the NFL. So it's available in any one of these colored states on this map. The links are down below. With that being said, these are the 2 plays I got for you guys for this game on Thursday. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully we can hit this play. So good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.